Aloha and welcome. How does this sound? Can everyone hear?
Yes.
I want to thank Penninsula and the Unity Choir for singing this morning, and Judy for her beautiful violin solo. And due to the sacredness of today, I request that you not applaud the different musicians. We'll just maintain a nice quiet silence in between the speakers and musicians that we'll have later in the day. So please close your eyes now and join me in a prayer and invocation. Dear God, Holy Spirit, we ask for your blessing upon this day and those gathered here to honor our beloved Charlie. May thy love and thy light pour upon us all, and bless Charlie on his path to the infinite. Amen. Let's start with the Shema. To honor the Jewish tradition. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. How about this one? If you know it, please sing along. We'll sing it 3 times. Honoring Charlie's ancestral roots. Shema Israel. Charles Norman Rosen, Charlie Butterfly. Whether you knew him from childhood, as some of you did, or as a captain of a sailing ship in Lahaina, or as a cook at a Mua camp, or as the breakfast chef at Sufi camp, or from the Dharma Center, or as Santa Claus, or as a resident of Hana, you are all part of Charlie's family. His heart was big enough for everyone. Charlie was born Jewish. He was initiated on the Sufi path and given the name Ananda, which means bliss. It was an appropriate name because Charlie was almost always smiling. In the Sufi teachings, all religions are honored and accepted as having truth. And pictures of Jesus and Mary were on his personal altar. Charlie took refuge in the Buddhist path with Kalu Rinpoche, a great Tibetan teacher. He was a devotee of Sai Baba. He believed that love is the thread through all religions, and that love and kindness was Charlie's religion. He was a born-again relaxitarian. He loved feeding people, and his generosity is well known. He took a pasture land in Hana and planted fruit trees, gardens, and flowers, and it became an extension of Charlie, his own personal paradise. He welcomed friend and stranger. He accepted people as they are and forgave the ones who didn't keep agreements with him. Charlie had a back that often caused him pain for years, yet he rarely complained and studied healing practices and homeopathy so he could help others. He meditated at sunrise and did Tai Chi. He sang zikr and danced in the Tara dance with women on Maui in a ritual to bring healing to the world. He served on the board of directors for the Art Barn in Hana, helped his friends with their taxes, and was treasurer of the Hana Business Association. Charlie was a minister, and he married many people. Charlie was consistent. You could count on his smile. He called us all darling and honey and sweetheart. He was content. He enjoyed travel, yet he was happy to stay on Maui in Hana with Ari. He and Ari were together 9 years. Charlie has a loving family. He built a home for his mother, Jeanette, and moved her from his birthplace in Michigan to live in Hana. His brother Froyam and Froyam's wife Sean live in Hana, and they have a brother Merlin in Colorado. His beautiful daughters Stephanie and Victoria and Vicky's husband Jeff live on Maui, as well as his former wives Misha and Simati. He had many Hanai children, Mercury, Risa, Doobie, and others that he loved and cared for. His grandchildren, Josh and Jordan, adored him and he them. He would drive into Keanae to watch a soccer or baseball game we were playing in. And he created special times in Hana for them and brought them to Sufi camp. Charlie wanted everyone to have a good time. He gave us the example of a life illumined by love. Charlie lived aloha. Now we're going to have some sharing from some of Charlie's family and some musical interludes in between those sharings.
I have butterflies in my stomach, but I know that's totally appropriate. Please remind me to remember when I see a butterfly, why love is all that matters, though I often wonder why. Take me up gently on your beautiful gossamer wings. Speak to me yet once again of truth and simple things. Help me walk softly through life the way you always chose, to smile and embrace each moment as it comes and as it goes. Brush me lightly with your smiles and echoes of your words. Let me always hear your laughter in the songs of all the birds. Come be my Santa Claus for this lifetime and forever. Help me to say yes always, never to say never. O King of butterflies and rainbows, King of all the hearts, thank you for being my own sweet angel right from the very start. And sound check. Remember, when I see a butterfly, why love is all that matters, though I often wonder why. And then I wrote a letter to our precious little boys, our sweetest grandchildren, Joshua and Jordan, Zeta's pride and joy. And to our exquisite angel-like daughters, Vicky and Stephanie, who came through me and you, Charlie, King of butterflies and magic, trust and truth. I had lived life for the most part worrying into the future or regretting the past. And the gift that I found through Charlie's passage is the gift of life, of being in the moment and truly living each and every particle of the play that we find ourselves a character. My daughter Steph looked at me the other day and said, "Mom, was there always so much love in the air?" I reflected a moment and I answered, yes. We just didn't understand just how to open to that love and trust in it. Charlie's life and his passage truly showed us how. The way he lived was the exact way he left for the angel grounds. He was in peace. My daughter Stephanie looked at me the other day and asked, "Mom, was there always so much love in the air?" I reflected a moment and answered, yes. We just didn't understand how to open to that love and trust in it. But Charlie's life and his passage truly showed us how. The way he lived was the exact way he left for the angel grounds. He was in peace, soaking in and acknowledging the aroma that engulfed his hospital bed, the sweetest alchemy, an orchestra of souls gathered round in different costumes, all honoring the same tune, a Beethoven symphony of appreciation, of sweet surrender, surrender into spirit, into love, the magic that happens when love is the answer and you finally get it. Before Charlie left, we whispered to him all the things that perhaps we never said enough when he was well, and a tear would fall from the corner of his eye. Unable to speak, he would show us in the ways that he could that he understood and that he was at peace. And there were people gathered around him, fresh flowers framed him, and pictures of the great masters adorned him like an angelic shield. We all sang to him softly and watched as his magnificent spirit bade us aloha. This passage left me with no fear of death. It left me with a sense of great celebration for his spirit because he chose to go home. And yet, he's all around us in the butterflies. I call to him, and a moment later a butterfly brushes my cheek or flies past my window. He is everywhere, always reminding us that love is the answer. And he has awakened my sleeping senses, for that is why he came to earth this time. How blessed we are to have been touched by Charlie. He left his spiritual glitter on each one of us, and hopefully we can finally recognize it always in each other. My daughter Vicki had a dream the other night, and through tears on the phone, she said that she had seen herself sit with Charlie on a picnic bench, and that he turned to her and said, "Darling, tell your mom that she should never worry about anything. She's going to be fine. I'll always watch over her." And in fact, I know, sweet children, that he watches over all of us, all of his family everywhere. And that is why he always greeted you with a smile. For Charlie always told me, that's his job.
This poem was sent to me I'll be there. This is from our brother Merlin, originally known as Dickie. Charlie Butterfly. This is the hardest poem I ever had to write, but it must be done to reach Charlie in flight. They came and took this beautiful butterfly away. Now he is free to fly around all the day. And when When I start to think of him, tears come to my eyes. I need more hands, guys. Take that. Thank you, man. It's okay. It's okay. I guess in my heart, I can't start. Now he is free to fly around all the day. When I start to think of him, tears come to my eyes. I guess in my heart and in my mind, Charlie is still alive. Right now at this time, on the mainland, Merlin is with about 15 friends having a ceremony in Colorado for Charlie. We all know he has flown to a wonderful place. Wherever he goes, he will always have a smile on his face. He was a wonderful person, nothing he wouldn't do for you. Charlie and Ari, that made a perfect two. He once was a Rosen that's frozen in time. Born to Jeanette and Henry, to them this little bundle was fine. They called this boy Chucky, and he loved to play. They watched him grow big and strong day by day. He was good in school and always got good grades. He liked to help his dad take his little brother to the Thanksgiving Day parade. He liked to scare his brothers. He was the green ghost, you know. Whether on a trip to South Haven or Florida or just a mystery ride, he was always the big bro. What a fine young man he turned out to be. High school football team, a scholarship to Wayne, CPA, son, grandson, brother, friend, lover, husband, father, grandfather, what a guy he was. He loved his land in Hana, Hawaii. I know for sure Charlie will never say goodbye. He leaves behind lots and lots of loved ones and friends, and for Charlie, there will never be an end. I could write about D. Malay and Sigma Alpha Mu, Claremont Appeline, and a 51 Chevy too. I could go on, but it's time to say farewell. Yes, there was once a magical butterfly, born June 13th, 1937. Now that same magical butterfly is in Summerland, heaven. Let's all make a toast to Charlie Butterfly and raise our glasses high. Whoa. Good night, sleep well, Charlie Butterfly, goodbye. We all love you. Little blow for little bro, Merlin. I didn't write anything. I tried. About 61 years ago, plus a day, plus 9 months, Chucky came to my mom and dad and said he wanted a little brother. I imagine at that time I was somewhere where Charlie is right now, saying to God, I wanted a big brother. So I was born Henry and Jeanette, and Chucky was my brother. So for 61 years, he has been my bro, my big bro. And he'll always be my big bro. He protected me, he watched over me, and I did the same with him. We switched roles sometimes. I taught him, and he taught me. And the magic is that wherever he is right now, he'll always be teaching me. And Ari gave me a birthday card last night that Charlie picked out a couple months ago, and it said, "You owe me." There is no mic. There it is. So.
Yeah, here you go.
So, for those of you who have known Charlie for many years, there's a few of us in here that knew him as a tough guy, believe it or not. And I sailed with him before, and I'll sail with him again. And underneath the tough guy was the sweetest heart that's ever beat. And I just want to say, Charlie, I never want to stop loving you, thinking about you, or feeling you. People say you'll never stop thinking about them, and I say I don't ever want to. And it hurts and it feels good. And thank you all, and I love you all. And if Charlie were here, he would just smile and say, hi, sweethearts, I love you all.
Is Chris here? Chris Christopherson, are you here?
Right here.
Would you like to sing your song now? Chris has been Charlie's neighbor in Hana, and he asked to honor us with a song or two today. It's very wonderful. And some of the songs that have been sung, and a couple of songs that are going to be sung, and a prayer are in the paper that you were given when you came in. So if you want to join in, just look at that paper and you'll find words to a song that Kedar will sing and a prayer that we'll say a little later. Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Yes. Okay.
I just did one thing. Yeah.
I'm not sure what you'll be able to hear. But it's nice to be part of honoring
Here, you guys show share.
Charlie's life and memory.
Sweetheart, you know the Arabic?
Am I?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys share.
Well, I thought it would be great. You just have to listen to it. I got a few songs that I think that I think about Charlie whenever I sing them. And I think they're reflective of his spirit. I was thinking it's going to be hard to think about Hana without thinking about Charlie. And then I realized all of a sudden that'll never happen, you know, because he's like the sunshine. And in Hana, the rain. This is called Here Comes That Rainbow Again. The scene was a small roadside cafe. The waitress was sweeping the floor. Two truck drivers drinking their coffee. Two oaky kids by the door. How much are them candies, they asked her. How much have you got, she replied. We've only a penny between us. Them's two for a penny, she lied.
And the daylight grew heavy with thunder, with the smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. One truck driver called to the waitress after the kids went outside. Them candies ain't 2 for a penny. So what's it to you, she replied. In silence they finished their coffee, got up and nodded goodbye. She called, hey, you left too much money. So what's it to you, they replied. And the daylight was heavy with thunder, smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. Jesus was a Capricorn, he ate organic food. He believed in love and peace and never wore no shoes. Long hair, beard, and sandals, and a funky bunch of friends. Reckon we just nail him up if he come down again. Cause everybody's gotta have somebody to look down on. They can feel better than at any time they please. Someone doing something dirty, decent folks can frown on. You can't find nobody else, then help yourself to me. Eggheads cussing, rednecks cussing, hippies for their hair. Others laugh at streets who laugh at freaks who laugh at squares. Some folks hate the whites who hate the blacks who hate the Klan. Most of us hate anything that we don't understand. Cause everybody's gotta have somebody to look down on, who they can feel better than at any time they please. Someone doing something dirty, decent folks can frown on. You can't find nobody else, then help yourself to Charlie. One more. Deep in the heart of the infinite darkness, tiny blue marble is spinning through space. Born in the splendor of God's holy vision, and sliding away like a tear down his face. Closer to see the whole wide holy wonder, oceans and mountains and rivers and trees. Strangest creation of many, human creature of laughter and freedom and dreams. Now the warriors are waving their old rusty sabers, and preachers are preaching a gospel of hate. By their behavior determined to teach us a lesson we're soon to be learning too late. Look closer, my brother, we're killing each other. We better stop and get started today. Life is the question and life is the answer. God is the reason, love is the way. Life is the question and life is the answer. God is the reason, love is the way. Say it one more time. Life is the question and life is the answer. God is the reason and love is the way. God bless you.
We're going to take 5 minutes. The sound system is needing a little adjustment. So for 5 minutes, I'd like you just to turn to someone you're sitting next to and just share something that you would like to say about Charlie, about your experience with Charlie, or how he affected your life, or why you're here today. And just take this minute to share with someone close to you, if you wish to, something about Charlie.
The guy always had his mind.
Thank you. This poem, and it's from a Native American teacher. Never the spirit was born. The spirit shall cease to be, never. Never was time, it was not. End and beginning are dreams. Birthless, deathless, and changeless remains the spirit forever. Death has not touched it at all, dead though the house of it seems.
May the long time sun shine upon you. All of
I'm going to read something that came to us through the magic of email from Michael Stillwater, who is a friend of many of us for many years on Maui. He writes, "I'm saddened by the news of the departure flight of the soul we know as Charlie Butterfly. Yet at the same time, so grateful to have had the joy and blessing to meet him on my path. What a reminder he is of living dreams, drawing outside the lines, following your heart, whatever the consequence, whatever others' opinions. He always knew the way to live life to the fullest, leaving a legacy of love, humor, and kindness. My heart is with you, Ari. A partnership of such depth continues on in a different way now. Though nothing can take the place of his being in this world, I trust, knowing Charlie, he will find myriad ways, both sweet and silly, of letting you know he's with you and feeling his comforting presence. Our last day here on earth will begin for us like any other. It's a day we haven't marked on our calendars. It's a day we're thinking that we'll have tomorrow and next month to get things done. On the day we walk through that doorway, may we remember with gratitude all those who have touched our lives and gone before us. And if it is true that we will be met by loving beings at that moment, we shall not be surprised if Charlie is there, with a twinkle in his eye, motioning us over to his favorite spot, unlimited by worldly vision, undimmed by anxiety, untouched by fear. I miss you, Charlie, and look forward to seeing you again. Love, Michael Stillwater." Margie and Leila, would you like to lead another song?
I won't lead it, but I'll follow along. You're leading.
All days living apart of each other. All days living and gone. Loving eyes, and you open my eyes with your loving heart, and you open my heart with your loving eyes, and you
A dear friend of Chucky's is Shabda Khan. He comes here frequently to lead, along with Leila, our Sufi camps, both sometimes in the spring and or the fall. And he sent a letter that he would like to have shared with the family and with all of us, the extended family. And I'll read it as soon as Dechen finds it. How many are here from other islands? Did you hear what Froyam asked? How many are from other planets? The majority. So this is a letter from Shabda. My dearest brother and teacher, Charlie Ananda Butterfly. My dear sister and Murshida Ari. Charlie's family and dear Ohana. Tears flow down my cheeks, missing you and your beautiful smile, my dear brother. Who will greet me early in the morning in the kitchen at Camp Keanae before anyone else arises and ask how I am? And what about our oatmeal and beautifully sliced papayas and pineapples? And who will I speak to in the temple at Keanae without you and Aries sitting cross-legged in the front row, showering me with love and blessings, so something of use could flow from this vessel? We miss you dearly. But know your next adventure is even greater. I know where you are now, you are already irreplaceable and being of much benefit to all around, listening to and being showered by the music of guidance and blessing flowing toward you. Not only that, but I know now that when my turn comes to walk in your footsteps, you will have planted flowers along the path for all of us. My dear sister Aries, who gives the greatest names in the lineage of Romania, from your pirouette, I will take your advice with all the names you have given me by embracing current conditions, working on buoyancy, remaining in the sound current, and flowing as sea natural. With all our heart, we are here for you. To Charlie's family and dear Ohana, I feel your love and prayers always surrounding me and extend all my love and prayers to you. All that your hearts can both grieve the loss of our dear brother and swell with joy and ananda, knowing our dear brother Charlie is on the beautiful path to union and encounter. With all my love, Shabda.
Song came to me.